All right, guys, so this is my Helinox Chair One. I wanted to give you guys a quick review on it just to kind of let you guys know what I think of it. I haven't got a chance to use it a whole lot, but you know, it's a chair. I don't imagine there's a whole lot to say about it from experience, but anywho, so as you can see, this is the version in multicam. I actually got it as a gift, which is awesome because I love it. You know, I do think camo looks cool. And also it's nice because I do foresee myself using it on hunting trips as well as backpacking trips and kayaking trips and things like that. So jumping right into it. First thing right off the bat that I want to show you guys, let me get my scale out here to show you. This is considered a backpacking chair, but it tips the scale at 2 pounds, 1.3 ounces. Now, obviously that's my scale and my chair. They're all going to be a little bit different, but all that just to say, this thing is fairly heavy for what it is. However, I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'2" and about 300 pounds, so I was a little skittish to get one of the chairs off Amazon or even some of the REI versions that were not weight rated for enough weight for me. So that's another reason too why I went for this one. And the other upside is Helinox is a well-known brand that stands behind their products, so I felt pretty confident in my purchase. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it put together and then kind of talk through a couple things with you guys. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and pop this thing out of the bag and get it put together. So when you open it up, you basically have the frame of the chair and then the chair back itself. So this, you can kind of just rattle it together for starters. You see it all just kind of pops together pretty quickly and simply, which is really nice. It doesn't take a long time to put together, which would probably discourage some people from using it. Oh man, guess I had to get the rest of those in there. That might help. All right, and then for this, another pro tip too, I'm assuming this was probably by design. It's kind of handy. You can take this bag and slip it over these and kind of have a spot to keep some things up off the ground if you want to. So zip that guy up just for funsies. And then pretty obvious, obviously the label is shown on the front upright, so doesn't necessarily matter where you start. This does require a little bit of manhandling, kind of got to pull them in there, but once you get them pulled in, they're good to go. So this is the chair. Obviously, not a whole lot to say about it. Got good ventilation, which is nice in the summertime. You know, when it's cold out, it might not be super pleasurable, but I'll kind of turn it sideways so you guys can get a view of what it looks like with me sitting in it. And like I said, I'm 6'2" and like 300 pounds. So, you know, it's got a little bit of rock in it, but it's pretty solid. You know, I can lean back in it. Now, my one gripe is because of the diameter of these feet, they do sometimes have a tendency to kind of sink into the mud if the ground's real soft. I'm pretty sure they make larger feet that you can replace these with, or they might actually have like a pad that connects to all four legs. So this is like one big base to help it from sinking in. But yeah, so anywho, breakdown, pretty much the same process, just pull one corner off and then it'll all come apart. And that's pretty much it. Getting this guy apart, same thing. I mean, obviously it's all pretty intuitive. I'm sure I'm not explaining anything to y'all that you couldn't figure out on your own, but yeah. So also I'll generally put the actual chair back away first, just because when you're putting it together, you know, just like with a tent or something, whenever you can put it away sequentially so you can take it back out sequentially is always convenient. So you guys can see. And now obviously this is going to take longer to set up than like a standard lawn chair, but this is also something that's kind of nice too. Say you don't have something like an SUV, if you want to just have a couple of chairs to keep in the car for, you know, a sporadic fishing trip, or you go over to somebody's house for a cookout or a bonfire and they don't have enough chairs, these things are great because, I mean, honestly, this could probably fit in most glove boxes. So anyways, yeah, this is the chair. I really like it. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a bigger person. And thanks for watching, guys.